Kailan gagaan ng lahat? 3 araw lang, ang hirap pa ring umalis. Isang simpleng break lang sana. Yung walang tawag, walang notifications, walang urgent na kailangang ayusin habang kasama mo ang pamilya mo. Pero bakit parang imposible pa rin? Naku anak, maraming business owners ang hindi naman tamad mag-delegate. Ang totoo niyan, minsan kahit may tao ka na, kahit lumalaki na ang negosyo mo, the business still depends on you in ways you do not immediately see. Not because kulang ka sa sipag, but because the business itself was built around your presence, your decisions, your monitoring, and your daily involvement. At habang lumalaki ang negosyo, mas lalong nararamdaman yon. More people, more operations, more moving parts. And somehow, ikaw pa rin ang sentro ng lahat. May nagtanong, Mami N, bakit parang habang lumalaki ang negosyo ko, mas lalo akong hindi makaalis? Akala ko kapag mas lumalaki, mas gagaan. Pero bakit parang mas kailangan ako ngayon? Anak, that question is more common than you think. It is the way the business was designed from the beginning. Let's talk about 5 signs that the business model itself may already be keeping the owner stuck. 1. If you need to personally watch everything just to protect the business, masyadong dependent ang negosyo sa manual control mo. 2. If the work keeps growing but life does not feel lighter, baka naman volume lang ang lumalaki, hindi leverage. Pangatlo, if every problem still needs someone to step in, the business was built around effort at hindi smooth flow. Pang-apat, if sales slow down the moment you step back, the business is still depending so much on your personal presence. Number 5, if the business becomes more complicated as it grows, baka hindi growth ang problema, baka yung setup ng negosyo mismo. Lesson 1, kailangan mong bantayan, hindi pwedeng pabayaan. Anak, nasabi mo na rin ba ito sa sarili mo? Ganito rin ang nangyari kina Lina sa dressmaking and tailoring shop niya. Lina knew every part of the business deeply. Alam niya kung anong fabric ang bagay sa bawat design. Alam niya kung sinong supplier ang maasahan. Alam niya kung aling customer ang mahirap kausap during fittings. And because she knew everything so well, she slowly became the checker of everything as well. Bago tumanggap ng fabric orders, ipa-check kay Lina. Bago i-finalize yung measurements, hintayin si Lina. Bago ma-approve yung discounts, tanungin muna si Lina. Diba? Lagi na lang Lina. At first, akala niya pagiging responsible lang niya yun. But 1 week na nagkasakit siya at nangailangan niyang magpahinga and immediately sumabog na ang mga problema. A supplier delivered the wrong fabric because nobody double-checked properly. One fitting schedule got mixed up. Another order accepted a discount that removed most of the profit. Doon na-realize ni Lina na something important was happening. The business stayed okay only when she was personally watching everything. Nako, nakakapagod talaga yan, di ba? Because no business owner can monitor every small detail forever. And this is what many business owners fail to notice. If your business only stays healthy when you personally check everything, then the business is too dependent on manual control. A strong business is one where people know what to do even when you are not looking. Lesson 2, hindi gumagaan ang trabaho. Mas marami nga, pero bakit parang wala pa rin? Anak, natanong mo na rin ba ito sa sarili mo? Ganito rin ang nangyari kina Grace sa cloud kitchen business niya. Nung nagsisimula siya, maliit lang ang operations niya. 1 kitchen, konting staff, konting orders. Pagod siya noon, oo, but somehow, mas simple ang pakiramdam. Then, slowly, dumami ang online orders. Mas dumami ang riders, mas dumami ang customers, mas naging busy ang kitchen. So, naturally, she expanded. Nagdagdag siya ng staff, nagdagdag siya ng kitchen slots, mas humaba ang operating hours. And from the outside, mukhang lumalago naman talaga yung negosyo niya. Pero one Friday night, habang pagod na siyang nagbibilang ng expenses, may napansin siyang something uncomfortable. Mas dumami nga ang tao, mas dumami nga ang orders, pero bakit parang hindi gumagaan ang buhay niya? Every growth created another layer of work. More scheduling, more follow-ups, more supervisions, more mistakes to fix. And financially, parang hindi rin naman proportionate ang gumagaan kanya. And that's when Grace realized something many business owners quietly experience. Hindi lahat ng growth ay nagkikreate ng freedom. May mga negosyong nag-grow sa volume pero hindi sa leverage. Kaya, tandaan to anak, real growth should not only increase activity, it should slowly create more stability, more ease, and more breathing room para sa owner. Otherwise, the business simply becomes a bigger machine that still depends on your daily energy to survive. Lesson 3. Bawat problema may kailangang sumalo. May tatawag na naman, anak, naranasan mo na rin ba na parang every small issue needs someone to step in before everything moves? Ganito ang nangyari kina Belle at Ricky sa air conditioning installation and servicing business nila. On paper, complete ang team nila. May technicians, schedulers, at staff na sumasagot sa inquiries. Pero slowly, may pattern silang napansin. Kapag may delayed installation, tatawag kay Ricky. Kapag may client concern, escalate kay Belle. Kapag may kulang sa site, hihintay muna bago gumalaw. Kaya isang hapon, habang nasa field si Ricky at nasa meeting si Belle, tumawag ang isang urgent client. Gusto niyang ma-priority para sa installation kinabukasan. The staff already had the schedule. Available naman ng technicians, but nobody wanted to confirm without approval. So the client waited hanggang sa nakabook na siya ng ibang company. And that moment hit Belle really hard. Hindi kulang sa tao, hindi kulang sa sipag, pero yung negosyo was not flowing on its own. Dahil every issue needed somebody to step in bago makagalaw. And slowly, yun ang nagpapabigat. Now, ito ang lesson. A business becomes nakakapagod when every small problem needs human rescue before things will continue to move. And a successful business creates a clearer flow where everyday situations can move properly without always waiting for someone to step in. Lesson 4. Kapag wala ka, humihina ang kita. Pwede bang hindi mo na ako sumagot? Ito ang quiet na tanong ni Danilo at ni Sam sa sarili nila. One exhausting week. Meron silang plumbing services business na nag-handle ng residential and commercial repairs. Maganda naman ang negosyo nila. Consistent ang clients, regular ang service calls, tuloy-tuloy ang projects. Pero merong isang bagay na na-notice nila slowly. Kapag hindi na sila gaanong active, humihina rin ang pasok ng trabaho. If Danilo stopped personally handling quotations, bumabagal ang closing. If Sam became less active in updating customers, clients started feeling less confident. Even referrals mostly came from relationships na sila mismo ang nag-maintain over the years. Kaya, 1 week, sinubukan nilang umatras ng konti dahil sunod-sunod na ang pagod nila. And almost immediately, operations felt slower. Mas konti ang bookings, mas delayed na ang confirmations, mas tahimik na ang inquiries, at doon nila na-realize na merong bagay na medyo mahirap. The business was earning but the momentum still depended heavily sa kanilang dalawa. So anak, maraming business ang ganito without realizing it. The sales are not really coming from the structure of the business itself. They came from the owner's constant presence, the owner's relationship, the owner's follow-ups, the owner's energy. And that is the dangerous part because people get tired. Energy changes. Life changes. Ang lesson, a strong business should continue creating trust and movement even when the owner is not constantly pushing everything forward personally. Otherwise, the owner never fully steps out of survival mode. Lesson 5. Mas lumalaki, mas kumukomplikado. Dati, mas simple naman. Anak, naisip mo rin ba ito habang tinitingnan mo yung negosyo mo? Ganito rin ang nangyari kina Ferdy at Nora sa logistics and delivery hub business nila. When they started, straightforward lang naman lahat. Konting driver, konti lang ang delivery, simple lang ang coordination. Pero habang lumalaki ang negosyo, naging excited sila dahil mas maraming clients, mas maraming ruta, mas maraming staff, at mas maraming opportunities. So they kept expanding. But slowly, the business became harder to manage. More schedules to fix, more delays to explain, more coordination issues, more misunderstandings. Yung isang client gusto update every hour. Another one naman demanded custom delivery arrangements. Some routes became difficult to monitor properly. And eventually, si Ferdy at saka si Nora, napansin nila nila na ang negosyo nila was growing, but everything was becoming more complicated as well. At first, iniisip nila, normal lang siguro habang lumalaki. Growing pains lang. But later, they realized something deeper. Some businesses expand faster than they simplify. So instead of growth creating ease, growth creates more layers of stress. You see, not all expansion is healthy expansion, anak. Some businesses add more services, more clients, more moving parts before building enough structure sa ilalim. Kaya anak, always remember this. A business should become clearer as it grows, not more confusing. Because healthy growth should create better flow, not heavier daily operations for everyone carrying the business. Anak, have you noticed something while listening to these stories? Hindi naman tamad ang mga owners, hindi rin kulang sa sipag. In fact, many of them were already growing. But deep inside, pare-pareho silang may isang tanong. Bakit parang habang lumalaki ang business ko, mas bumibigat? And that's because many businesses were built to survive through the owner's effort, not designed to create freedom for the owner long term. So, kailan gagaan? When the business stops depending on your presence to move and starts depending on its own structure instead. That is when everything begins to feel lighter. And that journey starts with the masipag, the hard work that builds the business. Then it grows to marunong, understanding what keeps the business dependent on you. Then to maayos, where things run with clearer flow and clearer responsibilities. And finally, malaya. Not because you stopped caring, but because the business can already move properly even when you step back. If you have been in business for years and your life is not becoming lighter as it grows, you do not have to figure this out alone. Book a free clarity call with my team. The link is in the comment section. Let's be business-minded, Pinoy.